They told you to save water. It's a drought. Cut back 15%, let your lawn die, take shorter showers, do the right thing. So you did. California did exactly what they asked. And you know what happened next? Well, they raised your rates because you used less. They made less money. So they charged you more. You conserved, and you got punished. Welcome to California.
This would be a rate hike on top of the rate increase that's already applied for your water and sewer bill. Now that the San Diego Council's Environmental Committee voted to move ahead with the proposal, they will be presenting it to the council this afternoon, which is why customers could see their bills increase by more than 60% over the next 4 years. The suggested rate hikes, which would begin in 2026 and continue through 2029.
You hear that? San Diego's 62% rate increase. Not 6, 62. And guess what? The reservoirs are full, 114% of historical averages. More water than we've had in years. Full reservoirs, 62% rate hike. Explain that to me. What's up, everybody? This is Ramin. I'm here with Real Talk. Let me tell you what's really happening with water in California, because this one makes me really angry. I pay $350 to $400 a month for water. Just me and my wife, 2 people in a house, $400 for water. How many toilets can we flush? How many showers can we actually take? I did the math. That's almost $5,000 a year for water in a state where reservoirs are overflowing. So where's all the water going?
In the Delta, where the water all comes together, that's where sort of the hub of California's water system is. And that's where water needs to be moved from the northern part of the valley to the southern part of the valley. And in that is where we have a lot of regulations around water quality and also the protection for fish species like the Delta smelt and the salmon.
Did you catch that? Fish. They're sending your water out to the ocean for fish. The Delta smelt. Now look, I don't care what side of the fence you're on, red or blue, but I've never seen a smelt in my entire life. You ever had a smelt sandwich? You ever seen smelt in a can at the grocery store next to tuna? What the hell is a smelt? It's a 2-inch fish, and we're flushing billions of gallons of your water out to sea to protect it, while you're paying $400 a month. While farmers can't water their crops, while they tell you to take shorter showers. Trump came out here a few years back and said, this is ridiculous. We're sending water out to the ocean while people can't water their lawns. And you know what? He was right. Fish over families. That's California's priority. And let's talk about the drought for a second.
These atmospheric river events are really interesting because you get a couple of factors that have to come together to really make for a tough situation. Let me pull up the map here. I'm going to put on the satellite and radar loop just over the last 4 hours, and you can literally see that stream of moisture. Now, we don't have radar out over the water, which is why you're just seeing the cloud cover. But as that moisture moves into Southern California, that's as it runs up against the higher elevations and the atmosphere squeezes out.
You see that? 30 trillion gallons in 3 weeks. We just got hammered by atmospheric rivers. These massive storms dumped a year's worth of rain on parts of California. LA got over 7 inches in 2 days. Third wettest 2-day total in history. Roads flooded, mudslides everywhere. State of emergency in 10 counties. Extreme drought went from covering 40% of the California to 0. 0% drought. The reservoirs are overflowing, and they're still raising your rates 62%. They're still talking about conservation. Make it make sense, please. We literally just got flooded, and they want more money.
When people consume less, does it cause the water agencies to have to charge more because you're selling less water?
It's a great question.
So here's how the scam works. Water companies are guaranteed a certain amount of revenue every year. It's called their authorized revenue. If you use less water, they collect less money, but they're still entitled to that money. So what do? They add a surcharge to your bill to make up for the money you cost them by conserving. It's called a Water Revenue Adjustment Mechanism, WRAM. Look it up. You conserve water, your bill goes up. You do the right thing, you get punished. It's a rigged game, and you can't win. One guy in San Jose said his service charge, the fixed part, was 80% of his total bill. He barely used any water. Didn't matter. The less you use, the more you pay per gallon. You're not paying for water, you're paying for their guaranteed profit.
The last major storage reservoir was constructed in 1979. We just haven't made the necessary investments to frankly be able to deal with the realities that we're seeing and that we're going to have to navigate going forward.
And here's the part that should make you furious. California hasn't built a major dam since 1979. 1979. The population has more than doubled since. Twice as many people, same infrastructure. They had 45 years to build more storage. They didn't. But they'll charge you 62% more anyway. Now, zoom out, because this isn't just about water. It's electricity. I did a whole video on that scam. Highest rates in the continental United States. Its insurance companies are fleeing the state. If you can't even get a policy, your premium doubles. It's gas. We pay $1 more per gallon than anywhere else. It's food. It's taxes. It's everything. Now, 1.2 million people left California in the past 4 years. Net loss. They didn't leave for weather. They left because they couldn't afford to stay here anymore. Add it up. Water, $400 a month. Electricity, doubled. Insurance, if you can even get it. Gas, highest in the nation. Taxes, do not even get me started on that topic. And what do you get for it? Full reservoirs and rate hikes. 30 trillion gallons of rain, and we need to conserve. Protected fish and dry farms. Look, people in California are patient. We're used to getting nickeled and dimed. A fee here, a new tax here. We'll deal with it. But there's simply a line. There's a point where they take too much and people start to notice. Water, electricity, insurance, gas, food, they've crossed the line. Now 1.2 million people are gone, even with more leaving every day. Now, I'm not telling you to leave. I love California. I wasn't born here, but I was absolutely raised here. I'm not gonna lie to you either. $400 water bill is not normal. 62% rate hikes with full reservoirs, that is not normal. Sending water to fish while paying through the nose is not normal. This is what happens when priorities are simply backwards, when fish matter more than families, when guaranteed profits matter more than people. This is Real Talk. If this made you angry, I am so glad. Hit subscribe. I'm posting every day until people wake up. Drop a comment below. What's your water bill? I really want to know. I'm Ramin. This is Real Talk. I'm out.